So, Ben, you've just finished a 6-date tour with Ezra Furman, the UK tour. How was that?
It was fantastic. We actually did the European dates as well. Ted and myself went out as a two-piece, so we've been hanging out with Ezra and her band for 3 weeks now, and it's been amazing. It's super inspiring people to be around and so nice and supportive.
It is. It's a pretty emotional show, isn't it?
It sure is, yeah. We had a bit of an emotional time last night, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the phrase tired and emotional might work as
Maybe.
well. Because you were stood near us. I mean, I got there a little bit late, but yeah, we were all grouped in the same part of the Ritz. Brilliant venue. And you were all looked to be getting into the last night of the tour celebrations kind of feeling.
We did a little, yeah.
Yeah, quite right too. So your third album then, Ben, On Grace and Dignity, it's out on the 10th of Feb, right?
That's right.
And there's a thread running through it, isn't there?
Yeah, it's kind of... it's narrative set in Cornwall, which is where I grew up. Kind of deals with kind of loss and frustration and recklessness, I suppose.
Right. Do you hope to get rich with that kind of stuff? Because by your own admission, we've already heard the song, which doesn't bode well for you, mate. What are you doing?
It's catchy though, right?
It is catchy. Hoist by your own petard there. But is it right that you've got a connection with the north of England as well?
I was born in Ashton, actually.
Ashton on Mersey or Ashton under Lyne?
Under Lyne, yeah. I lived in Mosley and Bolton for a while.
Right.
As did Hannah on the saxophone, as she is my sister.
Right, okay. And then you moved down to Cornwall. So, in relation to the album, you commissioned a model to be made of the fictional Cornish town, didn't you?
I did. We had Edie Lawrence, who's an amazing model maker based in Bristol. She's worked with, Idols and Katie J. Pearson on stuff, and she built this diorama. It's like a 9-foot by 4-foot model village. It's a bit of a dream come true to have a record label pay for my own massive toy for me. So.
I was going to say, right, I mean, first of all, what was the influence for that?
It was just some crackpot idea, really.
Right, okay, fair enough. That's very honest of you. But
to be honest.
9 foot by 4 foot, you're not going to find the space for that in your gaff, are you? Unless you live in a castle.
We live in a very small flat, so no, that's not happening. I'm currently receiving messages asking when we're going to be getting rid of it from the basement at the record label where they're currently keeping it.
Fair dues. You know, at the end of the Philly Dogs tour of America, Davey Bowie, 1974, he had this amazing set. It kind of set the precedent a little bit for all of the big tours that were to follow. Mm-hmm. And it was skyscrapers and scaffolding and stuff. And at the end of the tour, he gave it to a school.
Did he?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if, you know...
I can't have children touching my toy.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
They'll break it.
That's a very fair point that you make. Okay, maybe
we'll give it away though. I don't know.
Oh, I think you've got no choice, mate. Probably. But one of the serious aspects of this, as far as I can gather, is that Cornwall being one of the prime examples of locals not being able to afford to buy property where they live.
Yeah.
Is that kind of a bit of a thread through it as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's a massive second housing issue, and holiday homes have priced a lot of people my age out. And older, I'm sure, so...
That's pretty old.
Pretty old. I'm pretty old, apparently.
Hey, steady. Right, okay. And so, I believe that you worked in the Tate Modern behind the bar.
I did, as did Mike.
Right, okay, the legend.
Hannah also worked at the Tate for a while, and Izzy works there at the moment, so it's pretty good.
Right,
Tate contingency.
Free drinks all round then. I must go over there.
Never.
And you've also been a labourer. Do you think you finally found your calling now? Are you going to stay on this path?
I have this week, yeah. We'll see what happens when we get home.
Okay. I tell you what, so by way of coincidence, over the last 2 weeks I've had two of the deepest and richest voices in show business. So we've got you tonight. We had Bill Callahan pre-record a session for us just a couple of weeks ago.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah, it was, and I'm sure the walls are feeling it at the moment. Amazing voices. So,
last night's helped mine out a little bit today, so...
Is that a little bit of a kind of a gruff edge from the alcohol? Drink responsibly, he says.
Yeah, and the shouting.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So you are, like I say, you just finished last night with Ezra, and then you're going to go to Brooklyn, and you're doing South by Southwest and Los Angeles, and then Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it.
I bet they are. I mean, do you know when I was in the fall, we went to Tucson. Now,
Nice.
what are the chances of me ever having been to Tucson? But I have, and you will be able to boast. You lot, hopefully, will be able to boast you've been to Boise, Idaho, gets a mention in Spinal Tap.
Does it?
Yeah, it certainly does. Okay. And then on the 5th of May, you play Margate, elsewhere. The 6th, Brighton Green Door Store. The 8th, Bristol, Louisiana. The 9th, Birmingham Hare and Hounds. The 10th, Manchester, Yes, the Pink Room. 13th of May, you play Dublin, Workman's Club. The 14th, Galway, Roisin. On the 16th, you play Glasgow, Mono. The 17th, Newcastle, Cluny 2. Finishing off in Leeds at the Brunel Social Club on the 18th of May.
That's it.
Brilliant.
We'll
okay.
see you all there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, if you don't mind, one more song from the Golden Dregs, please.
It'll be our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Hey.